16% of the global population has a disability. Persons with disabilities often lack secure land rights, limiting their access to food. The We Are Able program sets out to change that and break barriers in 6 African countries: DRC, Burundi, South Sudan, Sudan, Uganda, and Ethiopia. Esther Kiozera, CEO Nudipu, Uganda.
Under this program, we are looking at advancing the rights of persons with disabilities in accessing and utilizing land. Land is an asset, and failure to have land, one cannot survive because they are not able to cultivate for their food. They are not able to bring up their children. They are even not able to construct houses. So land is critical in all that we do as persons with disabilities.
So there's specific barriers for people with a disability when it comes to accessing land and owning land.
Alexandra Utlam, land rights specialist, ZOA.
These barriers can be on the institutional level, in laws and policies that might be not specifically adapted for persons with a disability. There might be on behavioral level, cultural level, the ideas that people have, stigmas that might be around persons with a disability when it comes to also accessing land, which makes that they are excluded. It might also be physical barriers. People might not be able to access and reach the land to cultivate it, or to reach the district land office where they can register their land rights because the building is not adapted for persons with a disability. And we see that if people don't have secure access to land and don't have secure rights to the land, it's an obstacle for them also to have food security.
The We Are Able baseline study revealed that over 45% of persons with disabilities and their families lacked access to diverse and nutritious food. Munguiko Pascal Blaise, participant We Are Able, DRC.
When I reached 3rd grade, I fell ill and became disabled. I had to crawl to school. When I found myself in this situation, my family abandoned me. To them, I was someone they could no longer rely on because I was not able to go to the fields or fetch water. In short, I was worthless. My family members didn't care about me.
Persons with disabilities are often seen as incapable, especially when it comes to practicing agriculture. They are excluded from decision-making and denied land rights. We Are Able promotes disability-inclusive food security on different levels.
The We Are Able program has 3 pathways.
Jasper Uy, Head of Programs, CU Foundation.
It looks at the people with disability, the communities, and it looks at local governance. I think the beauty of the program is that it links those 3 pathways together, making sure that people with disability are heard through the Organization of People with Disabilities, and that local governance is open and to discuss and to change policies. And in that way, they discuss the issues, and together they look at solutions, how they can overcome certain barriers for people with disabilities.
We Are Able partners engage communities through meetings, training sessions, and home visits, and inform them about disability rights.
Around here, we have a saying, "Give me a fish and I'll eat for a day, teach me to fish and I'll eat every day." When the We Are Able project came, we were first approached individually and received information about the life of persons with disabilities. We were taught how to take care of ourselves in terms of food security. That's how I began the vegetable garden project at my home and grow amaranth grains. After this, they invited family members, and some were really open to receive the information. They were told that persons with disabilities are also complete individuals.
When families and communities recognize the value of persons with disabilities, everything can change.
The biggest change I noticed was the recognition from my family. I was invited to family meetings. When they let me speak, they discovered another side of me. They realized I was also capable. Because they changed their mind about me, I finally have access to the field. I couldn't imagine having access to land, but now I do. I told myself, even if fish is hard to get, we can cook amaranth with a little sauce and still have a good meal without too many worries.
We Are Able strengthens organizations of persons with disabilities, OPDs, through capacity building, enabling them to address land rights challenges on a systemic level.
Policies are just in English.
Deborah Iyute, Program Officer, Nudipu, Uganda.
No brain, no sign language, no simplified format to help even people with intellectual disabilities to understand what it is. So we are with the partners, our responsibility, our role is to increase awareness and also to engage with the public authority in charge of land to understand different categories of disabilities and how to support each one of them in case they come and register a complaint in line with the law.
Local and national governments play a crucial role in ensuring the land rights of persons with disabilities.
In Uganda right now, in order for you to access any government program, you need to have a national ID.
Okello Simon, Officer Local Government, Uganda.
Through the advocacy of the Light for the World and the We Are Able program, most of them were in position to access national ID. They were linking up with the district, then linking up with the NERA. The NERA people could go up to where they are and take their picture, and later they get the ID.
Food security experts are essential in lobby and advocacy, working alongside government actors to secure land rights of persons with disabilities.
I think policymakers should be intentional
Peter Cholbak, researcher, South Sudan.
about the policies, not just to release policies on paper, but practical policies that can be implemented.
Policymakers can also do more in terms of making data.
Gemma van der Haar, Chair Landek and researcher, Wageningen University.
Making sure we have the data to understand the extent of the problem, the impact exclusion has on people with disabilities, but also on what their lives may look like if they do have access to land. And we need to see these examples to nourish our imagination on what is possible.
Every government
Esther Amora Muiru, Global Advocacy Director, S4HL.
must recognize a part of their population is people living with disability. They have the capacity to feed themselves, they have the capacity to talk for themselves, and what they just need is to be given the space to speak on their own behalf.
Every voice matters, every harvest counts.